Stay tuned for Airgun Detectives.
Welcome to another episode of Airgun Detectives. Today we're going to take the mystery out of the Colt Python 357. This is the CO2 version in the Steel BB .177. But anyway, before we get started, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button down there. Appreciate you subscribing. Love to get your feedback. Thumbs up are always good. And don't forget, if you want to be notified when our new videos come out, just hit that little bell right there. And in addition to that, go ahead and check out my website. That's at www.airgundetectives.com. You can click on it. See that little lowercase I right there? At any time, just put your mouse over the screen and it'll take you right to it. Anyway, before we get started, I know this country's going through some really trying times right now. And anyway, my thoughts and prayers go out to everybody that you stay healthy, and let's hope we can keep it together. Maybe entertain yourself. Take this time to spend some time with your family. Maybe do a little bit more airgun shooting than you normally do. But let's move on to the business at hand. All right, today we're going to review the Colt Python. This is the Steel BB version. So let me show you what actually comes in the box here. This is the chrome version. What you're going to get, obviously, you're going to get your manual. You're going to get 6 rounds. You're going to get a speed loader. And then we're going to get the gun. And this is a beauty. Those of you who don't know, the Colt Python's very legendary. In fact, the history on this, I'll give you a quick history on this thing. This was introduced actually in 1955, and they really were, they started out to develop a 38 special target version, and that's kind of where the idea of this came. Those of you who don't know, in the real gun, you can either shoot 38 or 357. The only difference between the two is the 357 has a longer shell, more power, more powder, more power. So anyway, 1955 is when they first came out with this thing. And they called this the large frame 38 initially. And then it progressed. In 1999, they absolutely stopped production on this, except for a few. There was a few special orders that they would still produce these right up to 2005. And then at that point, pretty much that was it. It stopped. But by popular demand, as of January of this year, 2020, they're re-releasing the new Colt Python. And they're doing a 4¼ inch version and also a 6-inch version. So this airgun might become a little bit more popular. But anyway, let's talk about this a little bit. Okay, this gun, this actually has shells, the shells that go in with the little speed loader here. Let me show you this. This has all the looks and the weight of the real one. So this takes a 12-gram CO2. You just unscrew this with a little Allen wrench it comes with, and you drop it right in the butt there. In addition to that, as we said, it takes 6 rounds. I'm going to show you in a second how to load these. These are just BB shells. But it has a full open up cylinder, drop out cylinder, and it's really neat because just the unique features of this gun. It's just compared to the real one. I mean, it goes a lot along with the looks and specifications as far as that goes. This is a 6-inch barrel version. The reality is the shroud here is 6 inches. The inner barrel is about 5½ inches. This has fully adjustable sights, which are great. I put a little red nail polish on the front of these. Those help, especially with the chrome, getting a really good sight picture. That's a really inexpensive way that you can upgrade these sights. Just borrow some nail polish from your wife. Hopefully she has some bright orange. I had her just get me a couple of bottles, and I keep them out in the garage, so when I want to upgrade these sights, that's all I do. But anyway, adjustable rear sights for windage and elevation, which is great, because that's always one of my big pet peeves is point of aim. This gun weighs about 2½ pounds. It's just like the original. You got your single action or your double action, which is nice. And this also does have a manual safety right here on the back. Now in a real revolver there is no safety, but this has a nice little subtle safety right here on the back. You engage that and this thing doesn't go, and then you simply pull it back and you're ready to go. So it does have a safety on it. Okay, loading these. Let me show you real quick. So if you have an old little pellet can, all you have to do is put some BBs in the bottom of it, just like this, lay them in a flat surface. And you can load your shells into the speed loader. And then all you do is you simply, as you can see, there's no BBs in there, but you simply just roll that in just like that, and boom, they're loaded that quick. So that's the easiest way to load these. And you can do it with a single shell too, but you can load up to 6 shots just really fast that way. And then simply, the shells need to be inserted into the gun, just like this, and then you're ready to go. You got your 6 shots ready to go, just like that. So, anyway, this is the chrome version of that. This is the only one that I see out there available right now, is the one in chrome. And I've had some calls and some emails into Umarex, but I haven't had any response. But with things that are going on right now, we can understand why. Anyway, they're claiming this shoots about 400 feet per second. This retails for about $129. Now, I'm going to show you guys a couple other things here. I also have this in the black version. See the box here? Same gun. Same setup, but it comes in the black version. Let me show you this one up close. So this one has the Python markings on it as well. Yes, I put the red nail polish on the front sight on this one too, if you can see that. Anyway, has your little Colt markings here. This one did come with a little annoying writing on this side, so I kind of got rid of that, at least made it invisible, because I can't stand it. So here's the black version. So you got the black version as well. Okay, now I'm going to show you something that's kind of interesting. And I discovered this after I had bought these two. I didn't know this, but KWC actually makes these guns. So check this out. Swiss Arms put out their, let me show you this right here. Swiss Arms put out their brand of their Swiss Arms called 357 6-inch. Check this out. Look at this. It's the exact same gun, identical. In fact, I want you guys to see these side by side. This one's brand new. Actually, I've never even shot this one. But look at these guns side by side. They're identical in every way except for the Colt markings. You can see these. Yeah. See that one? But they don't have the obnoxious writing on them on the side. But it is 100% identical gun. Anyway. But the difference was, I got these, and I say these because let me show you. They also make a 4-inch version. Let's put this over here. Okay. They also make a 4-inch version. Same gun, exactly, but pretty cool. This is the 4-inch version. Shorter barrel, same sights. Yes, I put red polish on this one too, or orange, whatever you want to call it. Same grips, everything. The difference is this one just says Swiss Arms on it. But if you'll notice, there's none of that obnoxious writing. And these are made by KWC. So basically, same gun, once again. Yeah, and I picked these up, I think these were right around 50 bucks on sale. So, pretty cool. I just thought I would share that with you. But anyway, let's go out and test these guns as I was claiming. Umarex is the one that's actually sponsoring the Colt Python now. They're putting it out. The only ones that I've seen available as of late is the chrome version. That's the only one that I've seen out there. But, answer question, Dan Wesson shells for the Dan Wesson do not fit in this gun. They're different length on the shells. So let's go on, let's move on to the next segment. Let's see how well these perform. And we'll go from there, and then we'll come back after we'll go through our little testing process, and then we'll chat about it. All right, so stay tuned for the next segment. All right, we've got our Colt Python here, our 6-inch barrel. Let's see what type of velocity we get. I'm going to shoot 5 shots over the crony. But just as a bonus, when I'm done with that, I'm going to do our Colt clone with a 4-inch barrel, and we'll see what the difference in velocity is as far as the length of barrels. Okay, so let's see what we do. We're just shooting the standard 5.1 grain zinc BBs. So let's see what we got here. Shot number 1. 380. Shot number 2. Now keep in mind, this is not a very warm day. If it was a warmer day, I have no doubt we'd be getting over 400 feet per second. All right, that's shot 2. Shot 3. Shot 4. As you see, it goes down really quick. Like I said, we're into the mid to low 60s today. Your ultimate CO2 weather is over 70. 80s are ideal. All right, 357. Ironically, 357 on that last one. Okay, let's see how well our 4-inch does. So, 385. Whew, that was a hot one. 362. 368. Let's do 2 more. 349 and 364. So it seems like our 4-inch did a little better. Now I don't know if it's temperature-wise because this one's black and it caught a little more sun and it was a little warmer or what have you. But normally the longer barrel you're going to get the higher velocity. Okay, now just for fun, I thought we would shoot the black version of the Python and see what type of velocity it gives. Sometimes these valves are a little different. Who knows? But let's take 5 shots over the Crony and see how well our black version of the Python does. All right, shot number 1. 391. That's more like it. Shot number 2. 377. Shot number 3. 370. Shot number 4. 389. And shot number 5. 379. That's pretty consistent as far as standard deviation. So as you can see, they're actually pretty close. They're all pretty close. And like I said, it's a cool day. Give me an 80-degree day, and I promise you all these guns will be in the 400, the low 400s. But that's what they are today. And let's move on to the next segment. So we're going to test out our Colt at 30 feet, or roughly 10 meters, 31 feet, or whatever it is. It's really close. And we're at that usual distance, if you want to check that out right there. And we're going to go ahead and we'll just take 6 shots because it's a 6-shooter. And let's see how well we do. All right. Four. 5. 6. All right. So that's your Colt. 30 feet. Not too bad. Let's move on to the next segment. All right, let's test our triggers on our Colt Python, see how they do. Let's try it in double action first, see where we're at, and then we'll go in single action. So, okay, 9 pounds, 4.8 ounces. 9 pounds, 4.8 ounces. Now let's give it a shot, literally, in single action. Alrighty. Okay, that was 5 pounds, 3.4 ounces. Let's try our black version, just for fun. Okay, we're gonna go double action. 10 pounds, 5.5 ounces. And in single action, 5 pounds, 7.4 ounces. And that's kind of what you expect from a revolver anyway. But not bad. Let's go ahead and move on to the next segment. All right, what review would be complete without having a little plinking? We got to do a little plinking. So we're going to put on these glasses so you guys can get this perspective of where I'm shooting. And again, we're 30 feet back. Set up some small targets up there. So let's just see how well we do. All right. I tell ya, for a smooth bore BB pistol, you can't beat the accuracy on this gun. You really can't. All right, let's move on to the next segment. Wrap this thing up. Okay, let's wrap this up with our conclusion here. You saw the performance on these. I have to say, not too bad. Let's start out with the negatives on these guns. You know what my negative is? My big negative on this gun is the warning labels that you put on these sides. I can't stand them. I wish they would hide them, put them somewhere else, but I don't like the warning labels. They just, I don't know, just take away from the looks of the gun. You can see this one, I used a little bluing and just rubbed this one out so it's just not as obvious. It's still there, but it's just not as obvious. That would say that's my negatives on that. Also, I wanted to show you guys something real quick. Is the difference between the Dan Wesson and the Colt shells. Okay, the Colt shells are a little bit larger diameter. They're a little larger around, and they also, the air entry hole is larger in diameter. So the shells are actually a little bit larger in diameter, and they're actually a little taller too, if you can see this at all. I don't know if that focuses for you, but the Python shells are just a little bit taller. So that's why they really don't work. I mean, you could drop one in there and try it, but you're going to lose a lot of velocity because it needs that length to make a good seal. So I would not recommend using Dan Wesson shells in your Python. Or vice versa. These would be too long for the Dan Wesson. But anyway, so let's talk about the positives on this. Positives. Gotta love the adjustable sights on these things because you can set these up for point of aim, which is awesome. And as you guys know from watching some of my videos, my number one pet peeve is not being able to have these guns shoot at point of aim. So with the adjustable sights, you can clearly do that. And remember, the nail polish is that's a real easy fix to improve your sight picture. Very inexpensive, and it works really well. Just don't be in a hurry. Once you put this on there, I put this on there in a couple layers. Different coats. I put like 3 coats on there, and just let it dry. Let it dry good. Let it dry overnight. That way you don't bang it and it doesn't pop off or you smear it. Because if you get in a hurry to use it, yeah, you can do that. Okay, the other thing is the accuracy. For a smooth bore BB pistol, these things are really accurate. Think about it. We got roughly a 3/4 of an inch center to center group, okay, at our 10 meters, a little over 32 feet. That is really, really good. You don't see many BB pistols that perform that well. And you saw during our plinking session, I was hitting the little shotgun shells just easily. So that definitely's got it. Another positive is the velocity. The velocity is where they claim it is. When we were testing this, it was a little bit on the chilly side. CO2, optimum weather for CO2s is anywhere from 75 to 90 degrees is fantastic. And I'll tell you, I've gotten way over 400 feet per second. I got in the mid to high 400 feet per second with both these guns in warmer weather during the summertime. So you saw how they perform. We still got a high of 391 feet per second. So for smooth bores, these are outstanding. Overall, very heavy, solid gun. I like the fact that you can put shells in there. It just kind of gives it more of an authentic, more of a replica type feel. And remember, Colt is bringing this gun back. This is coming back this year, the real version of it. So something tells me the popularity of this air gun is going to pick up some speed. And as it should. I'm not sure about what the status as far as Umarex. Like I said, the only ones I've seen available lately is the chrome ones. I'm not sure if they're going to bring the black version back, or I tried seeing if the any other companies were carrying the KWC version of this. I haven't seen any out there, so who knows? I'm not sure they're going to make any more. They are for sale out there, and I'm not sure it's going to be one of these things that when they're gone, they're gone. So purchase at your own risk. You delay too long, you might not get one, but I'll tell you, they're worth it. And I'm going to give these, without a doubt, they're getting 5 stars for just everything that I mentioned right there. They're 5-star guns, without a doubt. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Airgun Detectives. I'm just going to remind you, if you hadn't, please hit that subscribe button down below. I appreciate more subscribers, the better. Love to hear your feedback. Thumbs up are always good. Love to throw a quick thumbs up there. You want to be notified again, the new videos coming out, just hit that little bell right there. And check out the website. I got some cool t-shirts and some other things on there. And eventually, I haven't got to it now, but I'm going to start dumping some of my inventory. I have just, honestly, too many guns. I'm going to have to start getting rid of some of them. And they will pop up on that website eventually when I get to it. It's funny, if I've already gotten rid of a few here and there just with some friends and people that I know. So until next time, stay tuned for Airgun Detectives. Don't forget, this is where we take the mystery out of the airgun. Thanks again.